Okay.
Welcome to Sports Talk Coast to Coast. All right, Quell. I see you posting about the Vikings getting a quarterback and shit. So does that mean they letting Kirk Cousins go? What's the deal? They trying to make him not want to sign? I mean,
don't even get started. Don't even finish your sit. I'm done.
This dude crazy.
I'm done. I'm straight up done. I was just talking to my coworker about that. He said, "Oh yeah, I heard they finna bring Kirk Cousins back." I said, "If this boy bring this dude back, well, I'm done with the coach. I'm done with the staff. I'm done with everybody. If you bring this man back, he want $45 million. $45 million for 2 years, brother. After you getting hurt, after you just got an Achilles tear, he think he Aaron Rodgers out here. Is Kirk Cousins anywhere near Aaron Rodgers? Maybe right now because Aaron Rodgers got hurt, but still, before he got hurt the first time. Come on, man, you can't make this up. Get this man up out my city. Get this man up out my city. He is destroying our franchise. He is making my kids cry. Get him out my city.
Well, I got news for you.
I haven't thought about that.
The Vikings subscribe to stupid all the time. We know this. We know this. And guess what? They have a problem with letting.
Hold up, Tony. You said subscribe to stupid. I'm gonna have to use that one. But say the Vikings call up the Bears, and they say, "Look, we know Caleb Williams don't want to be drafted by the Bears." So the Vikings call up the Bears and be like, "Look, we got this, this, and this. We got this pick, and we got to make a couple of picks in the next couple of years. Give us that first round or that first overall pick. Y'all have this. Hell, we even signed and trade Kirk Cousins for y'all to do whatever so you can get rid of Justin Fields, and let's take that pick." I mean, but just like Tony just said, the Vikings subscribe to stupid, so that would not be a that would be a smart thing for them to do, but they won't do that.
Right. No, I agree with that only because, and I just looked at the numbers. You know who got the same numbers coming out as Caleb Williams? The QB you got right now. He had the same numbers coming out of college, and they think this dude is the end all be all. So I say, you know what? I'll take Fields. Cause I ain't gonna. At least he's somewhat proven. He's just coming with he just got a bad shake with new coaches and new staff, and never really got on his feet. But I'll take him. I'll definitely take him.
I mean that would be a smart thing for it to do, but like Tony just said, the Vikings subscribe to stupid, just like the Bears subscribe to stupid when they do stupid stuff about changing all these coaches and.
And on top of that, OJ said it. OJ said it. He said that the Vikings don't have. They're too far down to trade up.
All right, OJ, what your Bucks gonna do in the draft? I mean, y'all need a quarterback. Y'all probably down in the lower 20s for picks since you made the playoffs and got past the first round. So what are y'all gonna do besides half in assign half that team to new contracts unless you're gonna be letting some people go, especially people who weren't producing?
Well, I don't think they're bringing our all-time receiver back, Evans.
Evans.
How about that's out in San Diego?
Yeah, right.
He owns all our Buck records anyway. So why wouldn't you bring him back? He gets 1,000 yards every year. He showed you last year that he still has it.
Because I think he wants too much. Right?
What's too much for a receiver that has 1,000 yards every year and get you touchdowns and is reliable? Because correct me if I'm wrong. Did Stephon Diggs even have 1,000 yards this year, Quail?
No, they went through the ball. They still wasn't checking for him.
Yeah.
Well, when you do, you drop the ball in the playoffs anyway, so you can't get to the next round, right? I mean,
Oh no,
ain't that
you
what
said
did?
Diggs. I'm sorry, you said Diggs. Diggs was not hurt, but yeah, he's been a little off this year. He was not as productive as he usually
Well,
is.
according to him, it's Josh Allen's fault because he wouldn't throw him the ball.
Well, he had 1,100 yards. He had 1,100 yards this year.
But there's 17 games, so shouldn't he have at least 15, 16, something?
Yeah, he should have had more. They wouldn't throw him the ball, remember?
I guess.
But that lets you know he's a decent receiver. I mean, he still had 1,000 yards, even though they didn't want to give him the ball.
Right? Yeah, he had almost 1,200 yards.
Got the ball if he had 1,100 yards. I mean, you don't get that overnight. You don't get that in 3 games.
Yeah,
No,
he
I'm
had 8 touchdowns.
I'm saying this man usually averaged 7 to 8 catches a game. Now that's probably what it was down like to maybe 3. But even at that, he made the most of it with those 3 catches. That's all I'm saying. Randy Moss, you only had to throw the ball 3 times. He was taking it to the house every time.
Right.
Everybody ain't Randy Moss. All right. So, hey, OJ, would y'all take Kirk Cousins for $45 million for 2 years?
Since we are a defensive-led team, yeah, all we need is some competent quarterback play. So yeah, we'll take Kirk Cousins. Better yet, we'll take Dak, Justin Fields, anybody that you want to give us, we'll take them.
As
but
long
I'm sure
as
they're
Baker
gonna.
Mayfield?
Yeah, as long as it ain't Baker Mayfield, but I'm sure they're gonna make
Y'all
that
would
mistake
take Derek
again.
Carr too. Y'all wanted him. Y'all would take Derek Carr too.
Hey, Derek Carr got a bad
OJ, I gotta interrupt you. You better stop. Baker Mayfield was a Pro Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
Pro Bowl.
Tony, what your Cowboys gonna do? I mean, I see they talking to Rex Ryan, which I'm not high on him. The reason he has a name is because of his brother. If it wasn't for Marvin Lewis, that Baltimore defense wouldn't have been all that, especially since he proved it after he went to Cincinnati and was the coach for up 10 years until Zach Taylor took over a couple of years ago. So Rex Ryan is not really high on my list. He got his name because of who his brother is, just like some other people in the league. I mean, what's his name? The coach for San Francisco, he'd improved himself. Kyle Shanahan, he'd improved himself, you know. And I think his brother just got hired at Seattle as an offensive coordinator. But Rex, he ain't never proved nothing to me. I mean, you see what happened to him when he was a coach up in Buffalo. I ain't saying he's a bad coach. I'm just saying I'm not as high on him like everybody else is.
Well, I think him being hired in Dallas as a well, he hasn't hired yet.
Like you said a couple shows ago, anything for Dallas for defense would be an improvement. So
that's true. That's true. Absolutely. And I stick to it. I stand on that one. And I think that Rex actually might be good for him, good for Dallas.
You know what? He probably is the best available defensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm not high. He's not high on my list, but the people that are on my list are no longer coaching either. So he is the best available person for that job.
Well, think about something though. If memory serves me correct, with Rex Ryan, okay, he kind of washed out a little bit as head coach. I mean, he had a pretty much average rating, if memory serves me correct, from winning percentages of games. But think about when he was defensive coordinator. Well, the teams that he had, the defensive squads that he had under his helm, they were always in the top. They were always in the top 10 or 15 teams in the league for most of them years that he was coaching. So you got to give him some credit, and that's why I think that he might actually be a good
he's the best available person he's the best available person out there for that job. Who else did they interview? Didn't I see something else that you put in the chat, Quail, about Dallas looking at a coach? I can't think of who it is.
Zimmer.
Zimmer. So who's going to go
Zimmer?
Tony? Zimmer or Ryan? Because they're both good defensive coordinators.
Oh yeah, and Zimmer is proven too. But here's the thing: here's regardless either one of those coaches. Here's the thing. I think it's a shot across the bow for Mark McCarthy because either one of them are going to move right into the freaking head coaching job, and McCarthy don't work out next year. I think.
What do you mean if? He already proved that he's not the dude. You said if. To me, this is a foregone conclusion. Whoever takes, like you just said, whoever takes his defensive coordinator job is going to be the head coach next year. That's what
they will be. They probably will be. But here's the thing. I say if because I'm trying to get a man some respect. He's probably in his last year, and who knows what can happen. He could have a Cinderella year, right? But
you know what else has to happen, Tony? He has to let them coach. He can't be a Dan Campbell about it. Like, you know what? It's fourth down. This is the play I want you to run. You know, he can't be Mike McCarthy can't be like that. He has to let the coordinators do their job.
Yeah, I agree. Totally
I can understand if you're the head coach and the defensive coordinator, like some coaches are, or the or the head coach and the offensive coordinator. But if you have coordinators, let them coordinate. All you do is coach and say, you know what? I need a fourth down play. What you got for me? Ask them. Don't tell them.
Yep, I agree. I totally agree. We're gonna see though. It might be interesting.
What your Saints gonna do, Eric? I mean, Derek Carr was maybe not the answer, but to his credit, Derek Carr is a good quarterback. He just needs to be in the right system. He proved it when he was in the Raiders. The only reason he didn't make it out there is because John Gruden didn't like him. OJ.
Right.
Chucky.
I mean, I haven't heard any rumblings about them moving pieces, especially big pieces, around. You know, at least this latest month or so, but we'll see. But they're for sure keeping Dennis Allen.
Keep that receiver healthy?
Oh, well, I think Michael Thomas is done. I mean, if you want my explanation, in my opinion, I think he's done. That's just me.
So basically you're saying he should go back to driving a beer truck?
I mean, or something, because I mean, look, if he proves to me that he can still ball next year, by all means, I'll come up here and I'll say I'm wrong, you know, to be fair. Okay. But for now, no.
I don't know what the Bears are going to do. I really don't. Because we're back into the Eli era, I'm going to call it, where this dude said he
didn't want to play for the Chargers. He
didn't want to be drafted by the Bears.
Right.
But to me, it goes back to the dictatorship, Tony, where these NBA players say something and the owners say, how high and when can I come down? He can't stop the Bears from drafting him. Now, he could sit out and not get paid, but who wants to do that? Because if I'm the Bears, I say, so what? He's the best available player on the board. I'm taking him anyway. Push come to shove, that's good trade material for some picks in the future. Because that's what New York did, or San Diego did. They went ahead and drafted him, and then they just swapped him and Phillip Rivers, who turned out to be a decent quarterback anyway. But I don't think that these people coming out of college should be able to. I mean, if that's the team that drafts you, you make the best. You don't go out there and tank games just because you don't want to play for them. Or I guess you sit out because you don't want to play for them. I mean, did he say why? Is it because the Bears suck, or is it because of the cold weather? I mean, what is it? I mean, we haven't heard any reports except he doesn't want to be drafted by the Bears, but no reasoning behind it. Or is there, and I'm missing something?
I don't know. I mean, maybe LJ knows a little bit about that, or Quill, because I have no idea what's his reasoning. But
it just states that he didn't want to do it. But I think it's part of the coaching staff, maybe, or the culture. I would assume he wouldn't want to go for the Vikings either. But I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
But what other team would he even fit in with? Because everybody else pretty much has an established quarterback. The Bears do too. They just can't keep a coach in place long enough for him to get used to it.
Washington got the second pick. They don't have a quarterback. That's why they brought in Bieniemy. Sam Howell. That's what his name was. Sam Howell.
That's what I said. Howell. Yeah. What happened? Is he hurt, or did they just let him go?
No, he's still on the team. But I'm just saying they know he's not the guy.
That's what they get for letting Heineke get away.
Nah, they knew what Heineke was. That's why they let him go. Heineke's a backup too. He proved that when Atlanta said he could start, and he lost his job to Ritter again.
So OJ, you're basically saying it's a Daniel Jones, Zach Wilson. They're all backups. I mean, they just can't play.
No, I mean Sam House started out good, but then he started throwing interceptions, and I guess he couldn't get it out of his head. He led the league in interceptions.
Yeah, I was being sarcastic, but everybody I just named are proven backups because they have not been. Everybody we just named have started and haven't gotten the job done. Zach Wilson ain't it. Sam Howell ain't it. Heineke ain't it. And what's that boy up there? Daniel Jones ain't it. He dang sure ain't it. So everybody I just named, I guess, needs a quarterback. The Giants, the Jets. Well, the Jets got I was about to say Favre. I don't know why I always do that. Got Rodgers. I guess Atlanta needs a quarterback. Washington needs a quarterback. We know Tampa needs a quarterback. But everybody I just named, except for Washington, is not even in the top 10.
The Falcons got the ace pick, so they're in the top 10. They're gonna get them a quarterback. It's too many. The first round is too deep. I'm hoping that Penix falls to Tampa Bay because he's the one that has all the injury concerns, and usually people with injury concerns like that, they always drop. Just like Randy Moss dropped, but that was for a whole other reason.
That's how Adrian Peterson dropped. That's how the Vikings got AP, baby.
Hey, but they was going to win the Super Bowl, right? Any team that Adrian Peterson play on, they're going to the Super Bowl. Ain't that what he said?
He's supposed to think like that, man.
He's
supposed to.
And what he say? And he's the reason why there's only 2 preseason games instead of 4. He said, preseason? Well, I need to play. I already got my job.
Practice? Preseason?
What? My about 3 preseason games, not 2. But yeah.
The AP is notorious, though.
I like him, though. He's very entertaining with his interviews.
He is.
So, but we'll see with this kid at USC where he goes and how he does, and maybe he'll rule today that he said he didn't want to play for the Bears. They'll be a winning team, and whoever he goes flops. I don't know. I don't wish no bad luck on nobody, but I have a problem with these players coming out of college that are blessed to be in the position that they're in the first place that want to be picky about where they go. I mean.
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
What can you do?
I don't.
I mean, it's the money. It's the way of today's world. The NBA started when they started building all these super teams. LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh, and then on the and I can't even blame it on them. Boston started it. They had the big 3 before there was even a big 3. Ray Allen, KD, and Paul Pierce. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, Kevin Garnett. You mean KG?
Yeah, you said KG, right?
Yeah.
You said
KG. Oh, you said KD. You meant KG.
I did,
yeah.
I meant KG. Wrong letter.
Yeah.
Yeah. They started it all, and it's been all downhill ever since.
But you know what? That wasn't planned though. That just happened because KG got traded, Mr. Big Ticket. Ray Allen said, "You know what? Skip it. I'll just go over there." And Paul Pierce was already there, so I mean that wasn't planned. But LeBron, Wade, and Bosh, yeah, they planned that.
Yeah, they did.
They hold up, Quail. Who in their right mind since before and after holds a press conference for 3 hours to tell us where he's gonna go? LeBron and nobody else.
Right.
I knew he was going to Miami. Gonna act like he was going to Chicago. Stop lying. You need to stop playing. You knew dang well you wouldn't.
That's because he the GOAT. He had a press conference because he the GOAT. Didn't Jordan hold a press conference when he was in the MLB? He had a press conference too.
He didn't hold it. They did that. The press showed up. He didn't hold that.
They showed up where he was
didn't
at.
Schedule that.
Right. They wanted him back. They we need something to report on.
They wanted him real bad.
Yeah.
George could have been drinking water. Well, how's that water taste? Is it cold? Did you want it? Did you want a different bottle?
Right. They were all up his. That was all up his backside, man.
But anyways, I know you don't want to talk about it, Quell, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Don't even stop.
They're saying that Travis Kelce says that everybody wants the Chiefs to lose. I know you do, OJ.
I was just gonna say, how you gonna say I don't like the Chiefs? I'm indifferent. I'm actually indifferent in this. I really don't care who wins because I like Shanahan, and he needs to win one. Otherwise, if he don't, this will be the third Super Bowl that he's blown. After a while, you just gotta say he can't win the big one.
What you mean the third? Where are the other two at? Give us some history.
The first one was he was the offensive coordinator. Remember that epic? They was up 28-3, and then Brady came back and beat them.
No, he was the offensive coordinator for the Falcons that year.
Yep.
Oh, he need to be smacked. How
His
you put
offense
28
packed
points in the
up.
first half and then nothing but a field goal in the second half?
Yep. They
Oh,
packed
see, I
it
didn't
up.
even know that one, OJ. Okay, give us number 2. Where was the second one?
He lost to Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. You know that?
I
When he had,
thought Harbaugh was the coach though.
Nuh-uh. He coached that team when Patrick Mahomes won his first Super Bowl.
You're right.
Kaepernick.
Okay.
And that's when they found that Playboy Jimmy won it. That's when they turned sour on him.
So we can't give him a pass because he had Garoppolo as quarterback. As much as you talk about him.
Hey, he said that man won it. That's when they went and got Trey Lance, and then
You know what happened to Trey Lance?
yeah.
Right.
And he gave him a half horn.
Not a full one, a half one.
Damn.
All right, back to you, Eric. Who you think gonna win the Super Bowl? The Chiefs or the Niners? Because
I've never been
Travis Kelce
against-
saying everybody hate the Chiefs and they want them to lose and this, that, and the other.
I mean, listen, I never bet against Patrick Mahomes. You just
You
can't
did
do
too.
that.
You told me.
can't
You
do-
said Baltimore was gonna win. So stop
Well,
lying.
I did,
Yep,
but
yep, he did.
look, I was wrong, bro. I was wrong. I told you.
Oh, he learned his lesson, Cliff.
Look, I mean,
Me and Tony, the only one who picked that game.
I don't know, man. I thought Lamar had it in him. You know, with the confidence boost and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. The year.
Don't worry about it. I got your back because we wanted Baltimore to win so bad.
We did.
Right? We bet against Mahomes.
We sure
The same
did.
thing I bet against Tom Brady back in the day. I said, you don't bet against Tom Brady. And I say, you know what? Nah, Mahomes going to get it. And if it wasn't for those sides, Mahomes would have got him.
He would have.
How about Baltimore needs to stick to their DNA and stop trying to be like Kansas City?
That's true.
Yep.
That's true.
Run the damn ball, shoot.
Right. And it seemed to me, Tony and OJ, correct me if I'm wrong, that the offensive coordinator took the ball out of Lamar's hands. I mean, he just wanted him to throw instead of being the scrambler that he was. Because OJ, didn't you tell me when they beat San Francisco a few weeks ago, maybe about a month now, that because Lamar is able to extend the play and create another play out of the play is what it helped them beat
Kept
San
them
Francisco. And it doesn't seem like that was the game plan against Kansas City.
Well, the run game is what sets all that up.
Mm-hmm.
But when you
Mitchell hurt?
become one, who?
Was Mitchell hurt? Their running back? Ain't that
No.
their running back?
Oh yeah. I know you talking
And
about.
they brought in Dalvin Cook.
Yes.
They didn't even use him.
They didn't use him.
Didn't use
They
it.
didn't use-
had one carry.
They gave one carry.
They gonna live and
They-
die.
They gave
So he
Gus
got
the
$5 million to carry the ball one time.
Yeah.
Pay
That's
me.
a hell of a payday. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
I
course
was like
himself.
Rocky. I felt like Rocky. From the damn towel. I said, throw the damn ball. Run the ball. Somebody run the ball.
You know,
Oh my goodness.
you know, a lot of most of it was the play calling, but a lot of that was Lamar holding on to the ball, trying to make the big play like Josh Allen. You just gotta take what the defense gives you.
Dang, he threw Josh Allen under the bus. You still throwing him under the bus because he was going for the, what did you call it? The big, what did you had a certain word for it.
Going
the
for
kill
it all.
shot. Because he was going for the kill shot.
Yeah.
You gonna still
Yeah.
throw him under the bus and he ain't even left in the playoffs and you still throw him under the bus.
But he
Because-
was. He kept trying to get it all in one shebang.
Yeah, because Josh Allen is gonna be Josh Allen. You gotta know that.
Mhm.
He stuck to the script for 3 quarters, but when it came down to it, he had to put that cape on. And they
And
didn't
that's
need
why-
him to put the cape on.
And that's why I told y'all the week before that Josh Allen still don't scare me. Because when you
right.
need Josh Allen to throw a pick, he'll do it.
No, when you need him not to throw a pick, he'll do it. Yeah.
He got to be great on
Oh.
fantasy. He got to be great on fantasy.
He probably is.
Man.
So, Eric, who you got winning the Super Bowl?
Nah, the Chiefs. I mean, it's gonna be close. I'd say 32-27. I mean, it's gonna be close. Cause I mean,
I'm like OJ.
trust me.
I just want to see a good game. I don't want to see no blowout.
Right?
But OJ, I don't think Shanahan's getting it done. He's
Nope.
going up against Mahomes
Andy Reid and Andy Reid.
Two of the greatest of all time, plus Travis Kelce.
Oh yeah.
I know San Francisco got a lot of weapons. They got Debo and they got McCaffrey and they got that other running back. I forgot his name. And somebody help me out. What's the name of that tight end or that fullback's name?
George Kittle.
No, the other.
Oh,
one.
No.
the
Oh,
fullback
Kittle's
is
tight
Ramczyk or something like that.
Ramcheck
Well,
or
man, I'm thinking of tight end.
Juszczyk.
There you
Juszczyk.
go.
Juszczyk.
I'm thinking-
Juszczyk.
That's what I'm
Juszczyk,
thinking of.
yeah.
But I hate to do this 2 shows in a row. But I'm going to have to agree with OJ again. If Kansas City puts enough pressure on Purdy, he's going to be rattled. He ain't going to know how to. And Trent McDuffie and Snead, they ain't no
Snead,
punk
yeah.
corners.
Nope.
You make a mistake, they going to make you pay.
Yep.
And they got that strong safety. I think it's his first or second year. He be playing too. He's one of the better hitting safeties in the league. So, like I said, I want to see a good game. If San Francisco wins, I won't be mad, but I'm picking the Chiefs by a touchdown.
I got a question for the group.
Okay.
Is Purdy better than who's the old quarterback for San Francisco that went to the Super Bowl? You just said his name.
Garoppolo or
Kaepernick?
Garoppolo.
Of course he
is. Purdy better than?
Yeah.
You think he better than Garoppolo?
Yes.
What do y'all think?
Shit, Garoppolo got to stay healthy for you to really put him in the running for the damn thing.
Mr. Hurt.
All healthy. So I'm saying if Purdy loses Super Bowl, should they have just kept? Oh boy.
No. Purdy got more upside.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure.
As you say, Quail, he's got more upside. He's younger, and he can get better too. I mean, he's got the technical. He's got the technical ability and everything. I just think that that youth is getting him, and he gets a little rattled, but he'll get that under control. I think. I don't know. I take Purdy over Garoppolo.
Oh yeah, me too.
Is Purdy better than Garoppolo, or does Purdy have more weapons available to him than Garoppolo did when he was there?
Yeah, but didn't Jimmy have some of the same people?
No, it's the same cast. Mostly the same cast.
There's an
important.
They didn't have a.
Yeah, he didn't have McCaffrey.
He didn't have McCaffrey. That's the only difference.
And McCaffrey is about 50% of that offense. Y'all have to admit that.
Oh yeah, he's a big part.
But
yeah.
The main difference is that Purdy sees the game like Kyle Shanahan, and that's why he makes the offense move better than what Jimmy did, because a lot of those throws that Kyle Shanahan wanted Garoppolo to throw, he missed those throws.
And,
or he didn't.
I was just about to say, Garoppolo doesn't have a strong arm like Purdy does.
You know,
better fit. Purdy.
He doesn't have the arm.
So.
And when you're a rookie like that, OJ, like he was last year, and coming into a sophomore campaign, as they say on Madden, you're willing to learn and be open-minded to everything. Garoppolo had been around the block a few times, so whatever Kyle Shanahan was trying to drill into him as his philosophy, maybe he acted like he understood it or wanted to be part of it, but did Aaron Rodgers, as we'll call it, and decided that, okay, I don't like that, so I'm going to change this up. What do you think?
I think it might have been some of that, and some of it he just didn't have the ability to throw the ball deep. That's why the tight end was his best friend. He was always checking the ball down. And that's what Purdy allows him to do. He just allows him to stretch the field, and he can attack it any way he wants to. And now that he can move, or that offense is going to be a little bit more dangerous.
I
Now
was
he's
just about
going
to say, the last couple of games he didn't show that, if the throw ain't there, he's pulling it down and running with it. So, I mean, he ain't running no Jalen Hurts 440, but I mean,
No.
he'll get the job done.
Mhm. Just enough to
Would you
keep you
call him OJ
honest.
sneaky fast?
I mean, that's the same thing Mahomes do. Mahomes
Yeah.
ain't fast, but he's fast enough to get that first down, and he get out of bounds.
What you
Mahomes is
think, Will? You didn't
deceptively
answer.
quick though.
Yeah.
Well, what you think, Purdy or Garoppolo?
I actually think that Garoppolo is better right now, but Purdy does have more upside. Only because I feel like, he doesn't see the field like Kyle Shanahan. He sees the field like Kyle Shanahan does. He's a better fit. You guys are all right about it, but an overall quarterback, I don't really think Brock Purdy is that really good of. I don't think he's that good of a quarterback. Christian McCaffrey was an MVP candidate this year. 50% of that offense is him, and he proved that he can't run it without those guys there. And Garoppolo has run that team without his star guys around. Purdy cannot run that team without his star guys, which is fine because they made it all the way to the Super Bowl, and they were a juggernaut. And I don't think they were ever a juggernaut with Garoppolo. Actually, I don't think they ever were like overwhelming favorites at that time.
I agree with all of y'all, and I've said it all along that OJ says it all the time. It's all about the system. Put Justin Fields with a coach for 3 years, and I guarantee you he's an MVP candidate. Because, I mean, he's been in the league 3 years, and he's had 3 different offensive coordinators. And you can't expect nobody to be successful like that. Ain't nothing really happening in the NBA. Golden State looks like they need to fire Steve Kerr, but they're not going to.
Yeah, so what else is going on in the NBA then? Nothing?
Not much. Just games.
Alleged
So,
trades, projected trades, and Tony, your boy, or not Tony, but OJ, your boy still ain't impressing me.
Who?
The boy up in Boston. He came from the
Peyton?
Wizards.
Porzingis?
Oh, Porzingis, yeah.
Yes, Porzingis is not. He's still not impressing me.
Come playoff time. That's going to be the difference. He's an injury prone. He's injury prone player. He's out. I mean, he has that history. He's out, but when he's available, man, he come to play.
When
He
he's
don't
available.
impress me either, though.
So he's Kawhi Leonard. So you saying he's Kawhi Leonard?
Wow.
Pretty much.
He's close.
He's the second coming of Kawhi.
Why you throwing Kawhi under the bus now? They out there balling now.
Yeah. Seems like.
Yeah.
They're the
Got
number
them
one
Clippers
seed in the
looking
West.
good.
Yeah.
They're number one seed in the West.
They're number
But
one.
they better
Yeah.
be. They got 16 All-Stars on their team.
Right.
7 MVPs.
Yeah. They got a squad.
Hey,
they got a little
hey,
all-star
Quill.
squad.
They Russell Westbrook got them boys playing.
Russ. No, Russ. That boy coming off the bench.
Hey, he runs that second unit.
He do run the second unit. It's sad. It's sad to see that the NBA let that happen, actually. Like, how you even let that happen? Like, oh yeah, we just gonna let this trade happen? What?
They let that happen, Quill, but they wouldn't let Chris Paul and Kobe Bryant play together.
Right.
Exactly.
You know how many rings Kobe and them would have if they had did that?
Man,
When
they
Chris
would've
Paul
ran-
was
they
young?
would've ran it. Yes, they would have ran it. Man, that would have been nasty.
Kobe said, "Skip you, I'm gonna get 5 anyway." People always ask me, and I'll tell them, and I'll still stand. My answer's never gonna change. Who's the closest to Michael Jordan? Kobe.
Kobe.
Mhm.
Yep.
But my fault. Hold up, OJ. He was the clone, right?
Whatever.
Ain't that what you always say?
If you gonna emulate anybody, why not?
Yeah.
Why
He was
not?
a clone.
Hey, if he was a clone, he was a damn good one.
He was. He sure was. He was. It was like watching a younger Michael Jordan, man. That mug was just like him. Like, damn. Down to the mentality. Everything about him. I like Kobe. Kobe. He was nice. I mean, I watched here and there because of LeBron, because I like LeBron. But other than that, man, put it this way: if LeBron retired next week, you wouldn't catch me watching NBA at all. I mean, you think I don't watch it already? Like,
Tony, you need to stop lying. You know damn well you gonna buy that NBA League Pass so you can see Tatum every night.
oh hell no! That's the last Joker I'd be watching. Well, I'd rather watch Westbrook, man, because at least you know.
That is a smack in the face.
Because at least you know he gonna come to play. He might ball hog and do all that dumb junk, but at least he gonna come to play. Man, Tatum, man. What's so bad about it is he's so skillful. He's got so many skills, but he hasn't matured yet in the knowledge of the game for him to.
But at what point is that going to happen, Tony? He's been in the league
he's
5
years. 6 years.
He's been in the league for 5 years, 4, 5, 6 years now. It's
Right.
like, come on, dude, you ain't learned that yet. I don't get it.
Here's the thing, guys. This is what you guys got to understand. It's a mentality. It's not about the skills at this point. He doesn't have the mentality to take over and win the game, and that's it.
Now, is that mentality based
Doesn't
off
have
of?
that.
Is that based off team chemistry, coaching? Where is it going to
It's
come from? Because at some
mentality.
It
point,
just comes
you
from
gotta
his will
be.
to win. He got to say,
Yeah.
I'm not going to lose. He doesn't do that. That's not how he
No,
is.
he doesn't.
When
No.
he's in the game, he's never frustrated. He's never
Nope.
like shaken. He's always just whatever.
Yeah, it's got to come from within. You either got
Yeah.
it or you
Kawhi
don't.
Leonard. Kawhi
Yeah.
Leonard is as simple as we thought he is. When he hit that shot to beat Philly, he was screaming. He was putting his hands up. Oh, that's the most emotion I've ever seen that dude have.
Right, because we never seen him do that in San Antonio.
Right.
I mean, this dude was
Yeah.
scoring 45 points and walk off the court like he just woke up.
Right. They different these days. They ain't like they used to be.
It's from within, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
you're saying
Mhm.
that has nothing to do with the coaching, the team chemistry, the dynamic, or the team philosophy. That all has to come with you. Have to want it that way. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you have to want it. It's the will, the will to win.
So, Quail and OJ, I'll ask you, since Tony and I didn't watch much basketball. I actually watched it back then. But why couldn't Oklahoma City get it done against Miami? They had Harden, they had Durant, they had Westbrook, and a couple other pieces that could score some points. I mean, yes, Miami had LeBron, the great Dwayne Wade. There'll probably be another better point guard to play for the Miami Heat, and of course Chris Bosh, which I didn't think was that great anyway. But they basically beat him 4-1. So what was wrong? Was LeBron and Wade much more mature, and them boys wasn't ready? Yeah, I mean, because you just think about the numbers that Durant, Harden, and Westbrook have put up since then, and they just, I mean, you think they would have been able to hang with them back then?
Hey,
It was
that was a great segue.
Maturity.
That was a great segue. You know why?
Yep.
Mentality again. You know how Kevin Durant took a back seat to Westbrook. Westbrook
Harden.
was trying to go hard in, and he don't got the skills. He scored
Nope.
50 one of them games, and you know what happened? They lost.
They
He
lost.
scored 50,
Yep.
and Kevin Durant just
Yep.
scored like 15 or 20 or something, and they lost.
Mm-hmm.
Mentality.
It was the mentality.
You
It
ain't got the
was.
skills. You need to give it to somebody else. Give
You
it a
agree with
rock
that,
up.
OJ?
Well, that's what was. That's why they lost. But I was just gonna say they didn't know how to win. They were,
Nope.
they were young. Well behind the ears. That's all.
I
But
don't
they-
know. Maybe I got the wrong approach, because to me, number one, if you're making that much money and you're getting paid to have fun, look, you just put the ball in the hoop and follow the team philosophy. But I'm from the old school, so I mean,
But then
That team was-
they got to Golden State, and they still lost.
yep, 4 years later.
Mm-hmm.
But they,
And they
to be
had
fair,
better players
but
the first
hey,
year.
but Quail, to be fair, they didn't have Harden no more.
Yeah, but they was up 3-1. All you had to do was score. All you had to do was close the game out, man.
You right.
Close
And
the damn game out.
and two of those games was on their floor, so they really had no excuse.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a maturity thing, man. They would not settle down. They'd get out and they get that lead, and they're all frantic and not realizing, hey, pause. You gotta settle down to your offense, make them come to you, play tough defense, and then execute throughout the game. But that's what I remember. They just wasn't there mentally. They were not there, and the better team mentally beat them each time.
And I've always liked Kevin Durant because he's a baller. But at the same time, I don't care if Draymond talking to me saying I'm a B word, yo, I'm snatching. I'm knocking you out, bro. I don't care if we're teammates. I'm knocking you out, and I'm like, I don't care what he's talking about. I'm knocking him out. He talking all that stuff. Let's see it after. Let's see what's up.
Hey, OJ, in that situation right there, if you're the Golden State Warriors, who you keeping, Durant or Draymond?
Shit, that's the easy question. That's easy.
I know you would say you will keep Durant, but Draymond's the glue. He's the glue that holds that whole team together.
You know,
he's also the wrecking ball.
I was about to say you can answer that quick and say that, but you're right though. He is the glue, and Durant ain't nobody's leader, Tony. We've already talked about it. He's the bus rider, not the bus driver. So if you need somebody to lead you, Draymond is the one I'm gonna ask for.
Well, he led them right into a loss last year, though, didn't he? So, yeah, he the glue, but that glue comes unwound, you know? It's like, hey, everything else came undone, too. I'm like,
Yeah, it's time. There's leadership, and then there's just you. Now you become
liabilities.
You become a hazard. You become a liability.
Yeah. Or like Tony
said,
subscribing to stupid. So.
Yeah. I don't know why they still hanging on to him now. It's like, come on, man. You unhinged. Come on, you hurting the team. You ain't helping.
Don't nobody else want him.
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody else. He ain't gonna get
no one either.
He don't got high trade value at this point.
Nope.
He's only good for that team.
Yeah.
Right. That's the only team.
And all he has to do is turn himself down just a wee bit. Because here's the thing, he's not the first type of player like that. Dennis Rodman was the first one that I recall in my time. Anyway, there was ones before that, I'm sure. But Dennis Rodman was crazy, but he wasn't stupid though. He would turn it down when he needed to.
Yeah. Well, Michael Jordan kept him under control, and Curry's just not that dude either. Curry is not that guy to be like, "Hey, man, we're trying to win this game, man. Shut up with that. Let's go."
Well, plus the fact that Draymond Green's about 7 inches taller than he is. So,
hey, Dennis Rodman, I probably could take Jordan at that time. He was big. He was.
Yeah, he was
Rodman
big. Was
6'9", wasn't he? Like 6'8".
Yeah, Rodman was like 6'9", 6'10".
Yep.
Yeah. Big dude.
Jordan wasn't no little boy either. He was 6'6".
Right.
He commands people. He commands just like
But
like a
you're right, Cole.
Kobe.
You're right, Coel. You're right. He didn't have anybody to help keep him in line. At least Jordan had. Jordan was there to help keep Rodman in line. You're right.
He would go and grab him like, man, hey, WrestleMania is over. Let's go. It's right now. Right now. What? Shut up. We're going to practice right now. Get up.
Right. And then Dennis would shut up and he'd go down the court. You're right. He still did. He shut up.
Right, yeah.
So, OJ, since we're making comparisons or throwing out scenarios from old, things that didn't happen, back in the day, who you keeping? Kobe or Shaq?
Well, I'm partial to this question. I'm gonna keep Shaq.
Mm-hmm. Dang. Shaq was a beast. That's back then too.
Yeah.
But Kobe,
but in the long term, that wasn't the answer because Kobe was right, and Shaq did not stay. He didn't stay physically healthy. He wanted to eat cheeseburgers all day.
Ain't nothing wrong with a good cheeseburger. You just gotta work out.
Right.
He was just eating McDonald's and not working out. They said that dude would eat 2 Big Macs before the game. Oh, big man, what are
Damn.
you doing? Are you
Well, when you're
serious?
300 and some pounds, 2 Big Macs is really a
Yeah.
snack.
It's really
Yeah.
But that's
But
detrimental to your health as a
yeah,
basketball player.
yeah. Them
Yeah.
snacks creep up on you. They become
Yeah, they do.
meals.
Yeah. That was only Shaq's problem. He wasn't dedicated to the game like that.
And he wasn't dedicated, but he still got 5 rings. So, all right, for Sports Talk Coast to Coast pre-Super Bowl show. Thanks for joining us.